Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by
Dante Fowler in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Lock working out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here now the punter Martin booming this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
The return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Behind the line of
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Henderson. And incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 53, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mikey, 18. Twitch. Trap 60. Check there, right there. Hurt. Double dog. That's the way. Back. He's checking. He's 18 running.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Block on the give, it's Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Michelle, the ball carrier.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Following the fumble recovery, Henderson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jalen Ferguson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Henderson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
19-yard line.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Switch. Check.
Looking to throw. Henderson, a screen to Bell. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Henderson's pass.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
To throw on third down. Henderson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
At the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, Henderson. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Focus, defense, focus. Check. 53's Mike.
Off play action. Henderson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Bring it. Watch twins. Watch twins. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
On 3rd and 2, Henderson. And it's caught by Herndon. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Ready? Slam.
On first down, Gibbons. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. Off the play fake, Henderson.
He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after one on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's our time. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I'm scared. Mike, 53. Mike. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Operating from the gun, Henderson will get this underneath to Bell, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Henderson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
To throw on second down, Henderson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on third and long. Henderson. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On first down, Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
50 seconds.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Broncos.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Let's see what you got. Under 10, under 10, 10. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Man, I got you. 19 tight. 53, check 53. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Henderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Rush in. Check. Fresno. 60 Eagles.
Throwing again. Henderson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hawk 70. 18, pioneer. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
On 3rd down, Henderson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin with Michelle on the ground. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Locke back near his goal line. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Gay on for the point after.
Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
From the 27, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing his Locke on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first and 10, Henderson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Pick it up. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, watch.
To throw again, Henderson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Henderson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Here's Braden Mann now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On the top. 47. Check, 47. You won't see me in the...
Operating from the gun. Block. That's going to be caught by Judy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun. Block. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun. Block. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Screen pass to Lindsey. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Again, they'll throw with Locke. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Jets 10, Broncos 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, check that. Street. Watch the ship. Deuce.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Right here. Check. 19 Tiger.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Henderson. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Henderson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
On the return is Peterson. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. Flushed out right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing on 1st down. Henderson gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
40-yard line.
Check tight.
Off play action. Henderson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's second down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 60 Bison.
Throwing again. Henderson. Catch is made by Harry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Come on, boy.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now it's Peterson. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. I got him. Check nickel.
On 1st down, Henderson. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
36. 79. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Man out.
From the gun, Henderson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Oh, yeah, 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we go. 53, Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Henderson. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
48 to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They look to throw. It's Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun. Block. Over the middle, complete. It's Lindsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down, Denver.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Philip Lindsay.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, Henderson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All day, just like that, just like that. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Off the play fake, Henderson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Givens. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbons, and he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13. At the 60. At the 60.
Looking to throw. Henderson got a man open. That's Harry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike, 53. Here we go, D.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Switch. Watch the seat.
Off play action. Henderson sliding out of the pocket. He'll air this one out for Mims. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Off the floor. Top 18.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
To throw again. Henderson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Henderson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
At the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Here we go. Check 9. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yo.
Throwing again. Henderson. Throw complete to Herndon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Mike, 48. Watch a slap. Undercrush.
19 Tiger. Shoot free. Hey, smash broncos.
Operating from the gun, Henderson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
On second down, Michelle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Locke. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
Locke's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
42-yard line.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ball carrier.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Less than a yard.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Locke to throw. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. 3rd down. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Now Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And that one? It's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right?